Hi everyone, my name is Fletcher Roberts. I'm the head strength and conditioning coach here at Alma College. I'm just going to show you a tour of our facility, give you an idea of what a normal workout day might look like if you're a student athlete here at Alma. Come on over. We have a couple screens set up. You can plug in your computer, HDMI, Apple TV, whatever to access your workouts. We keep everything on an Excel OneDrive so all the athletes can see what they're doing, track their progress. Makes it a lot easier for me to help them with progressions and for all of our strength coaches to be able to see what their athletes are doing and kind of where they're at. So here's the meat and potatoes of our training. This is our power racks. We have double-sided racks, so 10 stations you can squat or bench from or do anything off of the safety spotter arms, as well as the storage for our bumper plates. Everything we have is set up to be dropped on the floor, so you can do power cleans, your Olympic lifts, deadlifts from the floor. At the end of our power racks, we have 2 stations that are for squatting, dips, whatever we're going to do here. So we have a pit shark. This is a belt squat machine, so you can load the weight. It loads directly on the hips, doesn't load the spine. So I like to use those when we're teaching people how to squat, or if we're just going to look to mix up our training. We also have crossover symmetry bands on all the racks, on our power racks, as well as some of our storage racks, which we use these prehab, rehab, extra work for the shoulders. We're also fortunate enough to get some padded boxes from Rogue Fitness, which has been nice for box jumps. Athletes don't have to worry about busting up their shins when they're jumping on a box. Moving right along with some more of our equipment. So we have these 2 portable racks over here that we have sandbags, extra bumper plates, additional kettlebells. These are some of our heavier kettlebells. We got some slam balls, medicine balls that we can use for wall balls or rotational exercises depending on what we're doing. This is just some of our accessory workstations. So we have our glute ham raise, our glute ham developer from Rogue Fitness. We have 45-degree back extensions, which are also great for side bends, so you can work the obliques. Take a look at the turf strip, which is really nice. We have a 25-yard turf strip from end to end, so we can push the sleds. We have the West Side Butcher, also known as a prowler sled. We have the dog sleds. We have a yoke carry station here. So a yoke carry is like a refrigerator carry in strongman. So you put it on your back and you just walk with it. At the end of the turf strip, we have extra bar storage for our multi-grip bars and our buffalo bar, extra barbells, just more things that we can train with. So these guys can be used for bench pressing, overhead pressing, rowing, different things of that nature. They're all parallel grip handles, which is favorable for most things in athletics. And then over here we have our Squat Pro station, which is just another place that we can squat from. This might be used for something specific in a program or for rehab purposes. It's in the mirror, in front of the mirror, so you can watch how your knees are tracking. We have a hip press, which the loading isn't necessarily horizontal, but it's on a pendulum that swings out forwards and backwards. So over here we have our reverse hyper station. So in my opinion, one of the most important pieces of equipment in the gym, at least for lower back strengthening and glutes and hams. Right beside the reverse hyper, we have a neck machine too, which is also a valuable piece of equipment this day and age, especially with the more knowledge we're learning about concussions and what can we do to prevent that. And the research is finding that one of the most important things you can do is to strengthen your neck extensors. So we can do extensions, flexion and lateral flexion on the neck machine. And it also doubles as a shrug station, so the handles flip out. And you can do a seated shrug, which will obviously strengthen the traps, which can give you more protection around the neck as well. And then we have our cable station. We have lots of different implements that we can attach to the cable stations. And then right above me, we actually have some of our wall ball targets that you'll see all around the room. And the nice thing about this facility being roughly 6,000 square feet is we can turn it into a conditioning room as well. So in Michigan, the weather's not always favorable in the winter time, so we can still condition inside. So we have the 4 Concept 2 rowers with the PM5 screens, so they have all sorts of intervals and calories and all sorts of wattage tracking, whatever you want to do on those guys. Different programs already built in, or we can custom the intervals for the athletes, which is another thing that we use. We have a clock on the wall that I can set up via remote. Assault bikes and Rogue Echo bikes, so just kind of continuing the theme of being able to do conditioning indoors. And if you've never been on an Airdyne or assault bike, these guys, it makes sense why it's called an assault bike. Let's just say that. It's an assault on the legs. And then very fortunate to have a Trueform runner, which is a great piece of equipment. It's estimated it's 9 to 11% harder than regular running. This is the sprint model, so it works great for the athletes and for a lot of the things that we're doing. And you power the Trueform, so there's no electrical components outside of the screen that will record your speed, but you are the runner in charge of moving the belt. So if you have bad running form, it's easily exposed, but this can actually help correct your running form. In fact, I've had a lot of athletes report that after going back out on the track or on the field, they can run a lot faster and a lot more efficient. We hung some high rings up, so we have the wooden gymnastics rings that you can do chin-ups, pull-ups from, rotational chin-ups, things of that nature. So when I was designing this facility and picking out the equipment, I knew the importance of making sure that it was gonna work for everyone. So we even purchased women's barbells and the men's barbells. So we have both, and the women's barbell's 35, the men's barbell's 45. And the piece that the athletes always get excited about is our sound system. So after we go over the workouts and make sure everybody knows what they're doing, that's when the music gets turned up.